Alo, how do you speak? Yeah.
No, no, Alo. I know who Alo is. Alo is Yoruba.
Okay. I think he been on my panel before. So
Yeah.
Billboard, what's going on, Billboard?
How's everybody doing?
We doing alright. We doing alright. Are you? Where you from?
I'm originally from New York City in America. How y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing alright. You indigenous to America or you African descent?
Well, that's a loaded question because if we actually sit back and think about what it is that you're asking, don't screw your face up now, man. Come on now, man.
My face already turned up sideways and lips is tooted.
Yeah, let's go. Listen, all right, real quick though. Here's why I say that because if we say from Africa, that's everybody's from Africa. Why? Because Africa is the original continent,
No.
right?
That
Also,
would be.
I'm sorry,
Hold on.
real quick. Let me
Hold
finish
on.
though.
Because the
Like
thing
I
is,
said,
when y'all do that, is it heard that y'all do that because that's a false narrative. When y'all want to say that everybody from Africa, that mean including white people, that will include everybody. No, life started in Africa. We all can understand that. Oh, according to science,
Elon
according to
Musk
the
is considered African American.
hold on a second, sir. All right, you said something. I just want to make a correction so you can go more, you can move on and finish what you're about to say. Every life started in Africa. That don't make everybody from Africa. Generic mutations happen. At one point in time, the earliest people that left Africa are no longer Africa.
Okay.
Due to what? Climate changes, due to the environment, due to the adaptations and things that they happen, the mutations happen. They mix with other things. So we can't use the narrative that, because life started in Africa, that make everybody African. That don't work that way. It just don't work. It's not logical. It's not common sense. It just don't work that way.
Okay.
So when we talking about this topic that we speaking of African American are not indigenous to America, African American we talking about 500 to 600 years of history. 500, 600 year history. If you're not of African descent, cool. If you've been here before, African American came over here, just provide resources for us. Tell us what ethnic group or tribe you from.
Great.
That's the question.
Okay,
What's
great.
your ethnic group or tribe? If you're indigenous to America or you African descent?
By your logic, then that means that you agree with what's called an ethnogenesis, because you just said that when people leave an African. All right. Listen what I'm saying. Don't listen what I'm saying. By your logic, you just said that you agree people change when they leave different habitats and they evolve when they go to different regions. So you agree with ethnogenesis, then, sir?
Listen.
I'm listening, but you're not saying nothing. I'm listening. You're not saying
We're
nothing.
talking about ethnogenesis.
You're not using logic.
We're talking about mutations.
You're not using logic.
Thousands of years, right? Thousands of years. Again, when I'm talking about African American, we're talking about 500 to 600 years of history. We're talking about ethnogenesis. We're talking about mutation of the earliest people that left Africa. We are discussing, right, the earliest people that left Africa. They are no longer African, right? They have mutated to something totally different. The Asian, white people.
That's called ethnogenesis,
Indian,
sir.
They are no longer African. You see, African American
ethnogenesis, right? I agree with you. Actually,
they only been here for 500 to 600 years, right? So they're still African.
You're saying what I just said, but let's just skip the point because you're going around in circles. Now, this is something called the Treaty of 1866. Okay.
No, you're not saying
what would you say? What would you say?
We are not saying the same thing, bro. You're not just going to run with that.
Lord have mercy. What am I not saying that you just said? You just said people leave a certain region and they change.
You still have not answered the question that we asked you.
I have already, actually.
You haven't. You haven't.
I have.
Can you repeat? If you have it, I haven't heard you. The host asked you, are you indigenous to America or you African descent?
Okay. All right. I am indigenous to America because the Treaty of 1866.
Okay, you stop there, sir. What ethnic group or tribe you come from?
That the red natives had the Treaty of
I can barely hear him.
The Treaty of 1866 states that red natives, black natives.
You gotta answer that direct question.
I said yes. I said yes, and I'm explaining. Y'all keep cutting my mic off. So are we going to talk or not? Y'all
if you want to be intelligent, you want to come educate us. Act intelligent. Want to ask you a question.
Plus, your people, your Igbo and Yoruba.
Look,
your
just
people
ask the question. Answer the question, bro.
Your people sold our people as well. Let's talk about that.
We're gonna go to that. We're gonna get to
Okay,
that.
I hope we
Let,
do
answer the
because
question
you keep cutting
first.
and I said
Listen,
yes.
if my people saw your people, how the hell you indigenous?
I said yes, and here's how I am because there's something called an ethnogenesis.
Look,
That
you lost your mind. You're losing your African
you're
mind.
not
But let's
making
get back on
sense.
topic, right?
Okay, all right,
You
all right, all right. You
The
know
and you
what?
don't
topic
even.
is
Okay, let me.
You're
All right, let me ask you
confused.
this. Let me ask you this. Okay, you make
no,
a
no.
great.
You
Okay, let
don't
me
get
ask you
to
this
ask my
real
Question.
quick.
question yet,
Oh
bro.
my
You haven't
God.
answered
Ask
no question
questions.
yet.
Oh, this is 3v1. Okay, 3v1.
No,
Go ahead. Go
we
ahead.
don't want to make
3v1.
it
Go
like
ahead.
that.
3v1. Go
But
ahead.
you
3v1.
okay? Please mute yourself so we can talk to you. So the moment you say you're indigenous to America, you need to provide your ethnic group or tribe. Then we can move on to the next
Okay,
question.
great. Want me to say that right now?
Yes, please.
Great. Gullah Geechee and Cherokee. Oh, go.
Gullah Geechee.
Go ahead. Say. Go ahead now. How you gonna tell me when I'm not?
Gullah Geechee.
Oh
Gullah
Lord.
Geechee is still African lineage people.
There is something. Of
Hold
course,
on, hold on.
like
For
I
that response
said,
to
there's
that,
an
let me
Yes, you can,
ethnogenesis,
Kofi.
and
Billboard. Let me
people
respond
out
to you.
here.
Let me respond to you.
I haven't
That
even
will
gotten a
not
full
make you
response out, but go ahead,
indigenous.
sir. Go
If
ahead.
you are Gullah Geechee
I've
and
never gotten a full
Cherokee,
response out, by the way. But go ahead, y'all. 3v1. 3v1. Go ahead.
it can be 7v1. It can be
Yeah,
9v1.
because
You ask
facts is
for it.
facts. It's hard to fight facts. But 3v1. Go ahead.
Hear. You just be quiet so I can get it out. So you
No,
say
you
you a
be
Gullah
quiet so I can
Geechee.
get my answer out.
You
3v1. Go ahead.
What you're not finna do is disrespect.
you say you a Gullah Geechee and Cherokee.
Yeah,
So we're gonna deal with that. So
Okay.
that will not make you indigenous to America.
Why?
That's too because Gullah
Why?
Geechee people are African descent. They are African descent. So
Sir, there's a treaty
obviously
of
cancel me for you being
1866. How do you
indigenous.
explain the
If you
treaty of
think you both, then
How do you
it's no
explain the
way you're
treaty of
indigenous.
1866?
What?
The treaty of 1866. The treaty of
The
1866.
Are
treaties
we
of
going to treaty?
hush. The treaties of 1866 were with the 5 civilized tribes.
And what did it say?
Afro? Hey, listen.
And it said what?
Are you listen?
I am listening, but you're
Are
not saying
you
that. So hurry up.
So I don't need to hurry up.
Hurry up,
I'll
niggas.
drop you off this panel. That's
I don't
what
give a
I will
damn.
do.
Y'all sound dumb. Y'all sound dumb, but go ahead.
Are you claiming to be Afro-Indigenous? That would make
Treaty of
sense.
1866.
Are
Hurry and
you
explain it.
Afro-Indigenous? Answer the question.
A treaty of 1866. You're deflecting,
I
sir.
know about the Treaty of
So
1866.
continue
I'm
explaining,
asking,
sir. What is the treaty of 1866? Go
ma'am,
ahead.
I'm asking you, are you Afro-Indigenous?
You're deflecting. What is the treaty of 1866 state? Go ahead now.
It doesn't matter what the
You're done.
1866
I'm out of here.
treaty
You're
is
done.
because
You've
I
been
just,
debunked.
I just
You
told
can't answer
who
it.
that-
Say you can't answer
Are
it.
you
Say you
asking- no,
cannot.
what
Say you
matters-
cannot.
talking
We already
about-
left it. I already told you why
We're
I am
talking
indigenous
about
land.
indigenous
You're not
land,
answering it. Treaty of 1866. What is that about?
So
You know what he's
listen here.
thinking?
You know what? You know
Right.
what? I want to say something. Since you know so much about it,
Yes.
explain it to us.
I am.
Provide the
Thank you.
source.
Thank you,
Provide-
sister,
no,
for at
hold
least
on,
being
hold
honest
on,
and saying
hold
you
on,
don't know.
hold on.
Thank you for being honest and saying you don't know. I appreciate your
Oh, I'm
honesty.
sorry. I thought I was muted. I
appreciate
Sorry,
your
Mr.
honesty.
Red. Hold on.
I
Since he
appreciate your
want to do
honesty.
this, I want him to provide the source, put it on the screen, and read it. And it has to be primary.
Negro.
And it has to be peer reviewed.
Google's your friend.
And it has to be. I'm not
Google's your
Googling
friend.
it. I'm
And
not Googling
I don't
it.
got the time
I'm
to
not
be
Googling.
researching and talking.
No.
Do
you
your
pulled up
research.
the source.
Just say you don't know.
brought up
Just say you don't know.
1866. Hey, I got a question. Who
You don't know.
Who brought up 1866?
You don't know.
Answer
Just
that
say it.
question. Who brought that up?
Me.
Who brought up the treaty?
Me. I
Who brought
said
up
it.
the
I
treaty?
said it. You and both y'all don't know.
You
Y'all are
provide the
stumped.
source.
Y'all are stumped.
You provide
It
the
is an
source.
American.
You ain't got enough.
The Treaty of 1866 is an American government treaty.
Hold on a second.
Google's your friend.
For you to get on the big screen, you got to be able to turn your camera on. I'm just trying to help the host that you don't even have it.
Turn your camera on. I ain't turning my damn camera on. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, you can just provide the source.
That's what you can't
I
provide.
have
a
it.
source.
Treaty of 1866 is a government document.
Daisy, I wanted for him to pull up, tell me the
Oh,
source.
my.
I didn't say I was going to turn my screen on, but I do have it.
Okay, good. And just keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, I have it. I know
to.
what portion
So
he's
you're
talking
talking about the
This is
5
horse
civilized
crap.
tribes, right?
Horse
The
crap.
5 civilized tribes that own
Horse
African
crap.
slaves.
And your people sold my people. You're done.
So if
I'm out of here.
my
Bye.
people sold your people, you can be indigenous. You can't be indigenous to America if my people sold your people. You don't. That's like
I get
you can be indigenous.
I got it.